Let's talk about The Mandalorian Season 1. And this was the first live-action Star Wars TV series, streaming series. And with Season 1, it follows this lone bounty hunter who is on the run to protect the child. And with this series, it was something special. We get introduced to the Mandalorian Din Djarin, played by Pedro Pascal. Well, mostly voiced by him in this season. While we get introduced to more of a bounty hunter type side of the Star Wars universe. As we've seen bounty hunters throughout Clone Wars and all that. But with this season, we get to dive deeper into the bounty hunter world. Along with the Mandalorian stuff, because the main character is the Mandalorian. He is a Mandalorian. And it is interesting how he is as the Mandalorian compared to other Mandalorians like Bo-Katan and Sabine. Because he cannot take off his helmet at all in front of anyone. And it was interesting to be introduced to these types of Mandalorians. And with how the first episode was, it takes a wild turn. As we get introduced to the child, this Yoda-like creature baby, who ended up stealing all of our hearts. So throughout this season, we see him on the run as he has the child, while he has teamed up with Cara Dune, dealing with bounty hunters that are coming after him, and a lot more. And the cast this season is phenomenal. Like I mentioned, we get Pedro Pascal as the Mandalorian, well, the voice of the Mandalorian and the face. Carl Weathers as Grief Karga. Taika Waititi as IG-11, the voice of IG-11. Nick Nolte as the voice of Quill. Emily Swallow as the Armorer. And Giancarlo Esposito as Moff Gideon. And Giancarlo Esposito, he is one of the best actors to play a villain. And him as Moff Gideon in this series, even though he only appeared in the finale, he gives off a powerful performance. What was cool about this series is that we see a little bit of a Western type feel with the bounty hunter stuff. While this takes place about 7 years after Return of the Jedi. And I do believe that Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau did good with this. Getting introduced to a newer side of Star Wars. And what I liked about this season is that while it is set in the bigger Star Wars universe, it felt more a bit of a standalone. Because I remember when watching this season, I was like, okay, when are we going to get Bo-Katan? When are we going to get the other Mandalorians, Sabine and all them? Like, it was a dream at the time. And with how the Mandalorian is, he is awesome. Like, with Season 1 of The Mandalorian, it introduced us to something special. Seeing the connection between Mando and the child is amazing. And just the puppeteering for the child is phenomenal. They did a great job with this. And the technology they used for this series is amazing too. Overall, The Mandalorian Season 1 is truly something special as this pretty much kicked off the Mandoverse within Star Wars, as well as being the first live-action Star Wars series. Mando is one of my favorite Star Wars characters. But what are your thoughts on The Mandalorian Season 1? Let me know in the comments below and follow me for more.